Hey, Nick Williams here, and this video is part 3 of the how to make YouTube and Facebook videos, and I am going to start with the program that I'm actually recording on right now, which is Camtasia. And Camtasia is a program that has one feature that is very desirable for insurance agents in creating content, and that's the ability to, let me turn my phone off here, I'm getting messages which are kind of distracting me. Again, the feature that Camtasia has is the ability to record the computer screen. So as you see here, if you look at the video, if you're looking at the video and not just listening, you'll see that I have the Camtasia program up here. Not the software running, but just the website for Camtasia. And I can do that because I'm using Camtasia, the program, the software. A lot of video editing software does not enable you to do that. You can see right here, the price, if you look at where I'm highlighting this, is $250. So that's a little bit pricey for perhaps an insurance agent who's on a budget, but I do suggest going that route. I started with this program here, which is Adobe Premiere Elements. That's $100. It does not give you that screen record feature. Now, I used that for quite a while because I never needed to record my screen. By the way, I'm going to show you at the end of this video a way to avoid all of this. And I said this in the very first video of this series, that I'll show you how to do this for practically nothing. So now, again, this Premiere Elements, $100, is that good? I found it to be a buggy and difficult to use software. Now, and it does not record the screen. However, you could combine the Premiere Elements with what's called Snagit. And this does record the screen, and as you can see here, it's only $25. So you could, instead of paying $250 for Camtasia, you could spend $100 on Premiere and $25 on Snagit. Snagit and Camtasia are made by the same company, TechSmith. So I would go that extra mile and spend the money for Camtasia. I don't want you to spend more money, but it does make sense. The fewer steps you have in this process, the less that you're uploading and downloading and content or videos. It's all time consuming. The more steps you put in the process in making videos, it does complicate things. And it's not that it complicates things, because a lot of times it's very methodical, but you add more steps. You take more time, and that's not a good thing when you're creating content. The alternative, or one alternative, is that you go with what you see on the screen right here, is the Creative Cloud. And this is Adobe. Now, with this program, again, when you purchase the cloud, this is $53 a month. I believe if you agree to a one year contract, again, $53 a month. Or you can purchase that full year up front and get an even bigger discount. I believe you can get an even bigger discount, but you don't want to go month to month because it goes up to like $79. So you got to go on a month to month with a year contract. And you get everything. You get Photoshop, Lightroom, Illustrator. You get Premiere Pro, which is... it's a software program. It's an editing software program that you could edit a movie that you would see on television with that software. So it's a great. They have After Effects, Dreamweaver, Acrobat Pro. You get everything for $53 a month. Spark, which I don't use. That's a quick it's a quick step from your cell phone to publishing a video in like a couple quick steps without going the full editing software route. So I'm not a big fan of this because I don't know how to use all these programs. However, there is a program here called DaVinci Resolve, and this will do and compete with the Adobe Premiere and other top-of-the-line video editing software. You could make a movie. You could make a Hollywood movie on this software. As a matter of fact, I'm sure they do. It's free. Now, there is an upgrade, but you get so much functionality, and it is free. I would only suggest that Creative Cloud and or DaVinci to those that have some technical savvy or have some experience with these programs. For example, if you do Creative Cloud, you're a Photoshop and perhaps Dreamweaver, well, that's website design, but you're an expert at some of these programs, what may make sense for you. DaVinci, if you have not done video editing, you've probably never seen this before, but this is, I'll call it a badass software program. And one of the key benefits to this, when you go back, and now I'm back at the Creative Cloud's website, you see all these programs. What you do is you can edit pictures, you can edit video, you can create special effects, and then you take it and you import those into Premiere Pro to create wonderful video. With DaVinci, all those programs, maybe not all, and they are different, but they're in the software. So when you have DaVinci, you have all these programs. And it's just, again, I'm going to call it a badass software, video editing software. It does everything you will ever need, but you better be ready to take on a giant here because, and I don't mess with this. I've studied it. It's just too much for me. I don't want to do it right now. I use the Camtasia. I pay $250, and it's very, very, very simple. Now, what if you're using an Apple product? Because all these products, some of them may cross over, but these products are the products available to you, and there's others, but these are products are available to you if you're using a PC. Okay, if you're using an Apple product, a Mac, you would go to Final Cut. And this is a $300 product. Now, Apple does some things with their basic, like a Mac, that that the PCs don't do. Like you can screen record with, I mean, it's just a basic function of the Apple product. So that's really nice. So you do not need to upgrade. They have a program called iMovie. I actually have iMovie on my phone. So, and if you have an Apple phone, you have it on yours. It's a standard app. It's also a standard app on the Apple iPad and their Macs. So that they have functionality, and I've seen work that has been produced on iMovie that is pretty good. So it's not a pushover of a program. But this Final Cut Pro, this is going to be their top. Okay, again, costs $300. This is going to compete with DaVinci and Adobe Premiere Pro. So now, no matter what you do, I'm going to suggest, unless you get the Creative Cloud, which has a program for editing sound, for editing audio, and I should have covered this in the very first video when I went over audio equipment or software. But again, I was focused more on equipment, not software. But this Audacity, which you're looking at on your screen right now, is free. And again, unless you compared to these other programs. Now, I'm not sure about DaVinci. DaVinci probably has something like this within DaVinci. The Creative Cloud with Adobe, which again, you're paying $53 a month for, that's got Audition, Adobe Audition, and that's their audio editing software. So you can get that for free. So if I have a job that if I need to do some audio editing, I can go into Audacity, a free program, and it's, I'm going to use that badass word again. It's a badass audio editing program. Now, I told you in the very first video of the first of these 3 videos, and in this video, I would show you how you can avoid a lot of this. On my iPhone, I have 2 programs. One of them is called Movie Pro, and it's a simple app. I'm not going to try to show you the app or anything, but it's a simple app, and it enhances the abilities of the camera and the video equipment on the iPhone. Now, they have these same programs for the Android phones as well. So, and it may be Movie Pro, and I wouldn't be surprised if Movie Pro doesn't have an Android product as well, but there's several of them. In addition, so that's for recording, and it enhances my ability to record. In addition to that, I have another app on here called Video Shop. And both of these apps cost maybe a few dollars. Now, what I do with this, I can take a video, I can edit that video, and I'm here at the Medicare Millionaire page, and I'm just going to show you, like, these are different videos that I've made over time. You can see these. If you're looking at this at the video right now, you can see I have this 10-part series on how to do a presentation, which you should watch if you're an agent and you don't know how to do a strong presentation. I guide you through all steps of selling Medicare in this presentation, even transitioning to final expense or other products. But these, if you see the thumbnail on this, these are made just with my iPhone, and they go from my iPhone straight to the internet, straight to YouTube. And then from YouTube, I disperse them to the other social media platforms. So now, if you look at these, you see step 1, step 2, step 3. These were done because I can tell because of the thumbnail and the type of lettering and coloring and outlining that I see there. They were made on my iPhone. Step 4 was made on, and you can see I'm in my office, but it was made on my, with Camtasia. And step 5 was in my office, but on that, I recall with that, on that particular day, I was having difficulties. I just went ahead and used my iPhone because it's so very easy. So if you have an iPhone or a comparable Android product, you can go straight from your phone to the internet, and it is simple. And if you already have the phone, all you need is a stand, and you're done. That's it. You'll spend practically nothing. You don't need you don't need DaVinci, you don't need Creative Cloud, you don't need Camtasia, you don't need any of those products to create videos, to become a content creator and start pushing content out onto the internet to build your brand. Now, I'll further elaborate on that Video Shop product, because with that Video Shop product, I can do annotations, I can do the transitions, and annotations are basically where you can overlay text over your video. You could do some, again, special effects, if you will. That would be the low end of special effects, but nonetheless, if you're explaining something, you can actually have textualized content roll across your screen in the middle of the video. You can create that on your phone. The transitions are like, okay, you can cut and splice videos, so you can do several videos, splice them together in Video Shop. I mean, this is another badass program, and it's practically free. So I would argue that that may be your best starting point. It's free, and you can create great videos. The video quality that you will see, and okay, depending on if you're using what type of headset you're using, you just use a headset where you plug it into your, with the cord, you just put it in your ear, the AirPods, and you're good to go. You just plug it in your phone, you got it in your ear, you just got a little mic on it, you're good to go. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable to create content. And you can create wonderful content with that. You can step it up, and you can use the AirPod where you don't have you don't have that cord, with the umbilical cord to your phone. Let's see. Android just came out. I just saw it within the last week with a in-ear product that is even less, shall we say, noticeable because it's in-ear for recording. I'm sorry. That will serve as a comparable product to this AirPod, which is the best. So they say that this new product for the Android is very good. That's all you need. So you can be in business immediately. Let's see. I think we've covered it all. Again, I should have put all these numbers together and summed them all up, but let's put the onus on you. You go back and look at the videos. You look at the first video is the audio equipment you need. Very, very inexpensive. The second video is the video equipment that you need, the cameras. And the third video, which we're talking about here, is the editing software. You can get by at no cost. You can cover all three stages of this process and spend practically nothing and be in business. I think that sums it up pretty good. We'll talk to you later.